give up my 3% rate, my 2.5% rate in exchange for a 7% rate. We can see that last year there were 29% of mortgage. First of all the properties, 30% are paid off. So of the 70% that have mortgages, 29% of those had a mortgage rate that was below 3%. And there were 12% that had 6% or higher. Now it has shifted. There's only 20%, 20.9% that have a 3% mortgage, and then 18% have a mortgage that is 6% or higher. Why are people moving their 3% mortgage in exchange and giving that up? First of all, if you don't want to give it up, don't give it up. You can rent out the property if you want to move. If you have a strong desire to live somewhere else or a necessity to live somewhere else, you can rent out the home and then move. I'd be happy to rent it out for you. So a survey from Realtor.com helps shed light on that. It shows 79% of homeowners considering selling today are doing it out of necessity, not because of the rates. They do it because they have actual life needs. Here's the top reasons, according to Realtor.com, that people today are considering selling. And so just real quick on that, on rates. My wife and I have bought a number of properties. Never did we say we're going to wait for the rate to get to this point before we bought. We bought when we first got married. Then we decided to become investors, and we looked for opportunity. Didn't matter what the rate was. We looked for what the opportunities were, and we had the financial means and wherewithal to do it. Then we had children. We wanted to get a bigger home, so we didn't care about the rate. We just looked at what we financially could afford, and then got pre-qualified, and then saw properties, and then bought a larger property. Recently, we downsized. We didn't care what the rate was. We just went to a smaller property.